Welcome back, baby dolls. It's a yummy update today. Going through and checking out. Where the hell did our Altseason go? Where did it go? It didn't even appear. I'll show you where it went. The lead VC, which stands for venture capital, but we joke vulture capital. The lead VC has sold $242 million into this chart in a little over 1 year since the token generation event. Absolutely insane. That is the one and only Molestia. TIA. Oh, man, that's where our Altseason went. Friends, that's $240 million of demand that could have been somewhere else in the cryptocurrency land. Now, friends, if you remember a year ago, I just found my old posts. They minted too many VC poop coins. Layer 2s, Starkware, Molestia, and heaps of other garbage. The supply is huge. I was just warning about this the whole time. Oh my gosh. These are all my posts. Friends, look at this. Look, man, I get it. I get it. The game's hard. Everybody's, I guess, trying to do stuff, but they're trying to innovate. But are they really? I don't know, man. It's just, I'm just providing a balance. You can do what you want. People buy, people sell. People choose to peg and unpeg their own nibbles. We get it. But I'm just a transparent voice. Okay? So, when Molestia was at peak popularity a year ago, Bankless, because they're given access, they were talking about it. And then I was looking at it. And I did the research. And I'm just like, I was warning everyone. I was like, look, man, I really want everything to do well. I'm just warning you that these investors are up 184 times their money, and the insiders are up 1,760 times their money. That's wild, bro. Instantly on the launch, bang, within like 2 months, right? Actually, within 30 days, dude, they're up. You're up 180x. Like, you're going to be dumping the crap. And then what do? They did the classic. They released staking rewards, so they got everybody to lock up their money, and then as their tokens come out, they all dump. That's what happened. So I've done so many videos. Warning, VC tech coins are trading at a giant discount. Oh, this is a great post. Friends, look at this column here I'm going to show you. Look how little they believe. Look, check this out, friends. So look at these tokens. Say, ACX, Portal, WorldCoin, Molestia, Layer 0. You know what these discount means? It means that in background channels, people were found to be insiders from these projects. They were selling them, look at this, 50% below market price. And there's way more, by the way. This is all rubbish. This Risco and Espresso, these are all fake ones as well. Because look at this, Gonad, nobody gives a shit about that anymore. Babylon, more like Baby Doll, it should be Baby Doll. Espresso, I'm more of a latte guy, you know what I mean? So high A2, high protein milk, friends, of course. So you see that? This is what happens, man. Like they're going out saying, oh, this thing's worth $10 when it's currently trading at $1. They're selling for 50 cents below the behind in the secret dark rooms in all these whale OTCs. So yeah, man, very sad. That's what happens. And yeah, there are VCs who are talking about stuff. So this is basically doing the rounds today. This is like your biggest news out here. VC scum. The only person shilling it was Bum Banter. Go figure. Every altcoin chart ever, including Piss Chain. Well done, sir. Thank you to Mr. M as well. So yeah, but here's the thing, bro. With Piss Chain, we Pulse. It's just funny, Pulse Chain. So that's why it's a believer cycle. Do you think the money's going to stay out, or do you think it's going to come back? We don't know, right? We don't know. That's why if you have a meme cult religion, see, we're still here, man. This significantly raises the odds that we're still going to be here as the thing moves into the next part of the cycle. I think Molestia, friends, I think they're trying to put stocks or something on the chain. I forgot if it was them. Maybe it was someone else. And then obviously Hyperliquid comes out and they all get challenged. Here's some news. Ethereum getting crushed to Soylana. Ethereum loses to rival Soylana in decentralized application revenue. Will Soylana rally to $200 in July? Soylana, Ethereum's largest rival, leads among crypto with its highest DApp revenue. In June, Soylana clocked $146 million in revenue from the dApps. So remember, this is the thing, friends. Crypto is like a city. It is valued like a city. It's network. So if there's no cash flow bad split, but what we do is if there's economic activity, the city has value because it's back and forth transactions, just like any other city, right? So like, if you, like I said, go to Dubai, what are the taxes? There's 0% or 5% taxes, but is Dubai worth nothing? No. There's a lot of people want to live there. There's a hub there. There's people trading and stuff around and doing a lot of stuff out there as well. So that's why when you have that concept, that's why people are still new to crypto. They don't get it. They're trying to measure crypto like they do with stocks, where they're watching Meet Kevin talk about, Johnson & Johnson and the amazing new baby bum powder coming out next year. And they're like, oh, wow, this thing's going to help you even more with your baby bum rashes, right? Because, there's cash flow. There's what they call FCF, so free cash flow. They track that with the stock and actually correlates. As a company gets more free cash flow, that's actually like the secret indicator variable that Warren Buffett uses because you're trying to predict how much cash the positions will have. But it's funny, friends. Crypto is just a total new paradigm, bro. If you have cash, we think you're a pleb. We don't want you to hold cash. Hold the up-only Ponzi's. It's like totally just to flip everything on its head. Fiat's dying, by the way, friends. Like, S&P 500, you grow at 8% per year. You just get a 2% premium over global M2 money per year. So they debase at 6% per year. S&P 500 goes at 8. You just get a 2% premium, bro. That's all you get. So basically, that's why if you want to retire, you need literally 20 to 30 years of saving in the stock market. DCA every single year. But what if you don't have 30 years, man? What if you want to do it faster? Okay, crypto. Crypto literally moves 10 times faster, right? But also, you can spin off the track too. A hotel cuck chair enjoyer has been spotted in the wild. So randomly on my Twitter. So I don't know what this account is. Why women get L's. A man divorced his wife of 10 years after seeing a video of her jumping on stage to kiss the singer during a live concert. So I guess this is his wife, ex-wife now. This is them back in happier times, enjoying the fern right behind them. Everybody loves a good fern there. And then this guy, this is hilarious, friends. This guy replies, and he's got ratioed so hard. He goes, if a singer she has a crush on makes you that insecure, ... And he obviously got ravaged in the comments. But then, out of nowhere, I had to check if this guy was following me. He wasn't. Just shout out to this gentleman, Deval. We get it. Your favorite sex position is sitting on the chair in the corner of the room watching. I just couldn't believe it, friends. The universe is so strange. How did I find that? Why'd that appear? I've never seen this thing before. A hotel cuck chair. Enjoy it, man. He says, you get all of that from a kiss. Talk about a one-track mind. Oh, man. His username is Jamaican. Oh, gosh. Friends, there we go. Hotel cuck chair enjoyer. Spotted in the wild. Don't waste the Pokeball on this one. Just let him out there. It's pretty much a Rattata out there, right? So, oh man, this is our competition. Look at this. Normie Twitter is mostly muted for me. Thank God. Thank you to Aaron. That's about all I can handle. All I can handle is one Normie tweet per day. After the other stuff comes in, it just becomes too much. Now, friends, let's talk a bit of macro, right? So this is, I made this picture of major loser Jerome Powell. I'll put a picture out on him. It's time to stimulate the market. I gave him a giant spoonie. Oh, man. Crypto's taking over the world, dude. What is this? We're still bleeding edge schizo. Cypherpunks. Not all of us, not Bitcoin land, but we're still here. This is... Oh, I'm rich. No, I'm poor. No, I'm rich. No, I'm actually poor, but now I'm in debt. Oh, no, I'm rich again. That's pretty much... That's... Oh, man, it's time to stimulate the market again. So, what are you waiting for? Well, we're waiting... That business cycle, man. So, something to think about. The longest in history... was 42 months of the business cycle destroyed. 42 months. We're now on month 32. Okay? So there's the longest in the past 45 years since the data starts there, right? There's probably longer periods, but you have to go back to 1880. Raoul Pal's got the data. I don't want it to get that bad, bro. Please, please. By the way, 42 months would put us next year March. So that's according to history, right? I don't want to jinx it, but that's why mentally I'm like, you know what? Just in case they want to screw us, just in case. Next year March is when Altseason. That's it. Worst case. That's why if we start going up a bit earlier, it'll be good. Major loser Jerome Powell has left rates high because the US economy is strong. Why don't we have Altseason? The stock market is front running the good GDP. So that's something else you got to learn, right? The stock market is pricing in the future. So a lot of people, right? That's why it's the stock market's doing like a disbelief run, because everyone saw the Trump tariffs run. This is the S&P 500, and everyone's like saying, why is the stock market on all-time highs when the economy is still bad? Everything's still bad. It's because the stock market, friends, like I said, it does not price in today. It prices what's coming in next. So yes, we'll probably see big boost GDP, things get better, and they run up into the end of this year and hopefully into next year. That's why when a stock market starts jittering, the unemployment and the GDP is still going good. The data's still going good. What it's actually doing is pricing in the turn. It's trying to price in the turn later on. So it leads by 6 to 12 months. So basically, we're meant to start friendship already, but it's not here yet. We need the US government debt rollover spending, which is happening. It's taking forever, but we can't cheat now. Also, shout out to Mr. Hex Jam Hex out here. This is awesome, sir. This is awesome. So that's what we're waiting for. We've been waiting a very long time. It's still gone, man. There's nothing else really we can do except keep holding on, because that's what, where else are you going to go? You're going to buy the top of the S&P 500? To the top, maybe it's going to get another 15% anyway, 8 to 15%. But if it does that, crypto's freaking blown the roof off. Check this out as well, friends. So if you ever want to know why XRP rallied this cycle, the answer is here. I'm going to show you a picture of the XRP main developer. David Schwartz. This is it, friends. This is 2012. And he does have Bitcoin miner here, yeah? So David Schwartz, early into Bitcoin and everything. And also, friends, that's why XRP is a great, interesting case to learn from, where there's, I don't know what they were building. See, David Schwartz, early Bitcoin miner. So that's right, in XRP community, friends, you know how in Pulse Chain, everyone's like, oh, Richard is God. Yeah, in XRP community, they say he's Satoshi. I love it. Crypto, see, it's the same cult, bro. It's the same cult. There's a cult leader. We do the same stuff, man. You change the logo, you change the flavor. This guy's eating hot chocolate. This guy's eating ice cream. You know what I mean? That's it. We're human everywhere. So this is pretty much it, right? And yes, peak male physique, I've mentioned, and optimized for green candle technology. So XRP, why is it special? It's special to look at a special case because XRP community stayed there the whole time. Ripple's been dumping on them. Ripple owned, so you know how Pulse Chain has the origin address? Yeah, but Ripple actually dumped their origin address. Ripple used to own 90% of the coins, I think. Now they own 55%. So since 2013. So they have dumped, 40% of the supply onto the community in 12 years. So I guess they dump about 6% per year, right? So that's pretty much what they've been doing to stay afloat. But the community is there. But here's the thing. It's not, you got to look beyond that. So what we've noticed is the tokenomics and whether they dump or not, that's actually not the important part. What's important, okay, obviously is the believers. But XRP community have different psychology than everyone else in crypto. XRP community, they identify crypto as the future, right? They do. They identify crypto as the future. But many years ago, they decided the government's eventually going to win. All right, that's what they decide. They decide the government's going to win. And so what they're going to do is they're just going to make their crypto. They go, all right, the government's eventually going to win. Let's not do any of this anarchy, freedom, liberty, anti-fiat stuff. Let's not do any of that. Let's literally just go side with them. So we're the government currency. That's why on XRP websites, they say we are the new CBDC. Well, they are CBDC. They go to like these little countries that try to be CBDC. The thing is, though, no one in the banks is using them because they just had like a tumultuous... what they were meant to do, friends, you know what Tether is now? XRP was meant to be that. I don't know, but I just got to say, man, they have the dumbest ideas. Their idea was for XRP to be a stablecoin, but what they call it is ODL, on-demand liquidity. So they wanted XRP to be used as a stablecoin. So the theory is what this was meant to do. They thought all the banks around the world, they want to send money around the world. So you put like $100 million, it would buy XRP, and then it would send the XRP and sell it on the other end. And the spreads would be like super tight. And you send the money instantly. And then Tether literally just said, dumbest idea ever. Let's just go literally give people a $1 stablecoin to do that. And they did. But Tether needed Ethereum to exist. So Ethereum was the payment solution network that XRP was competing against. That's why it makes no sense, bro. How is Ethereum this cheap, bro? The world obviously adopted EVM. We use EVM to send money. Even China's all the stable coins. Why is XRP that big? I don't know, man. It is. There's more people that believe. They just think whatever. So that's why it's interesting just to learn how these things play out. Most importantly, like, it's nice to know that you got a bit of a rescue package being in there because the coin still went up. But what I'll do is I'll show you the real XRP chart, friends. This is the XRP BTC chart, all right? So XRP BTC ratio is here. Actually change it to a non-ratio. So this is some candle charts here. So this is XRP BTC. Still literally doing nothing, man. Literally just doing nothing, surviving around, get the community in. Hopefully this does a nice whack up move. But yeah, man, XRP community went through a lot of pain past 4 or 5 years, just like everyone else. This is why as well, I think ETH BTC, so you see XRP, it came back to its 2020 and 2021 price around here. This 2021 high, that's what it did. That's why I think ETH BTC ratio this cycle, really hope I'm wrong. In that same manner, I think ETH BTC, all it can do is, in its cycle, so if I go back, I'll just show you XRP. So what did XRP do in 2021? I'll show you again. When XRP was cursed, what it did is, see, it came down here. It came back to where it was in the Bitcoin halvening year. This is the Bitcoin halvening year. XRP ratio, it crashed on SEC and then it came back up. That's all you got. All you got was a recovery, right? You went down, you just came back, break even. That's poop, right? Similarly, maybe Ethereum does the same. Okay, here's 2024. ETH BTC's price was here. So maybe that's what it does. Comes up, back to the price, and then poops around before it's ready to go up. Like, so that's why I'm just like thinking if you're cursed, that's maybe all you get, but we'll see. I've also got a special secret message. Let's crank it a bit up. A special message, friends. From Baby Doll Tam Tam, she said, did we ever figure out what Richard Hart meant by this? And look at Richard's post. I figured out a way to transfer value without transferring coins. I will let the regulators finish shooting themselves in their feet before I tell you how. This is in 2022 when Garbage Gensler was killing the whole crypto community on behalf of the US Fed scum. So, Nine Iron, okay, Mr. 99, a hole in 9, replied, lending pools. I wonder what that means, lending pools. So I think what it means is you have a coin's DeFi, transfer value. So if you have a coin, let's say it's, you don't want to sell it because it's a taxable event, but you want to transfer value somewhere. Let's say you have one PWBTC or whatever. Let's say it's $200,000 one day and you're holding it. If you put it through a lending pool, you could put in the pool and it could give you a token worth that value, right? So you've transferred value around, but you've like thrown the coin out. You never sold that coin. So, but there might be another trick when it comes to this. Maybe it's got something to do with PDI. We'll see. Mr. Gary Woods, liquor, ladies, leverage. And then Tam Tam, thank you. Every day my peanut brain keeps growing stronger. Lending pools. John Van Your Mom. Nice username, sir. Or he is distributing all of the T-shares in the OA wallet, which would create an incentive to keep the price up for 15 years. Could be that, sir, but also it's before Pulse Chain launch. So maybe you got to stock up on some Band-Aids. Probably nothing, though. Like, subscribe, belly button, all. Catch you soon.